And I welcome you back to the Debrenick channel. Today we're talking about Folsom Dam in California, as there's more upgrades coming, as they just got done doing an upgrade, and we'll talk about all that right after this. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and we'll be right back. Stick around. The Debrenick channel is back, and today we're talking about Folsom Dam, as it's about to hit a growth spurt, the headline says. Federal crews have begun a 5-year effort to raise the height of the dam by 3.5 feet to increase flood protection for 440,000 downstream residents in metropolitan Sacramento. And it goes on and on and on. The Sacramento region is built in a low-lying area at the confluence of two major rivers, and this is considered one of the highest urban flood risk areas in the country. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the bottom of this. In 2017, the Army Corps of Engineers just completed a project in October to secure a 200-year flood. They spent $900 million on this project. And now, the Army Corps of Engineers justifies spending another $400 million to raise the dam level by 3.5 feet to protect against flood increase. And they say the project exceed the cost of nearly $400 million will allow the Federal Bureau of Reclamation to hold an additional 43,000 acres of water in Folsom Reservoir annually if needed during heavy rain. That's 4% more capacity. But that's fine, but why did you spend $900 million to prevent a 200-year flood, which is rare? So what they're saying is, on a 200-year flood, is you throw 199 pieces of paper in it that are white, and you throw one black one in there, and if you pull out the black one, you get a 200-year flood. And that could happen every year, or it could happen every 1 in 200 years. You just never know. But the chances of it happening are slim to none. And with modern technology, they can see the weather forecast coming down the pike and start releasing water as they should, and I don't know why they don't. But the whole real reason for this, ladies and gentlemen, is drought. They can hold more water back with 444,000 acres of water to be held back, which will allow them to have more water retained for overall things. So there is a positive side to this, although don't try to say it's for flood control, when the real reason for this is to have water storage, not so much for drought, because that's nonsense, because they just built this extra spillway to prevent this from happening. You can sugarcoat it and say all you want, but the real reason is, and rightfully so, because California's been known to have droughts before, as you guys just had one not so long ago. I think you had a mini drought this past summer, so you know that in the hills, the water doesn't retain very well, as you guys are well aware of, and it doesn't take much for the land to dry out whenever it's on a hill. So, with that being said, this is all I have for Folsom Dam. We all know about the history and the Tanner Gates going awry and them having to spend $900 million and all that. And we know that that's going to happen at Orville at some point in time, because those things ain't meant to last, and there's been a report saying that it's not going to last, and they're aware of it. But instead of spending $400 million on that, why didn't they spend $400 more million on Orville? I don't know. I'm not the power to be, and it's the Army Corps of Engineers, not the DWR. Two different entities. So that's my take on this, and what's your guys' take? Please like and subscribe, and that's all I have for that. And I want to give a shout out to my 800 subscriber recently. That would be Luke Wall, and I'm just so happy that you've all subscribed, all 800 of you, 800 plus now. And Luke, if you would be so kind and leave your email address below, I will write it down the second I see it, and I will delete the post so not very many people or very few people see it. And I will send you something really cool that you're going to like. And to my 1,000th subscriber, I really got something good for you coming. So tell all your friends and all your family, and have everybody subscribe, and when I get to 1,000, I will be sending you guys something really cool. So once you become 1,000, I see it come across, and I will be sending that person something really good, as long as they leave their email address, that is. And that's all I have for today. The Debrenick channel wants to thank everybody that has subscribed. It means a whole lot to me. And we will see you next time on the Debritic Channel. God bless and peace. See ya.